And welcome into Bon Appetit. You know, when you go on out to eat, you want it to be special. There's a couple of beautiful restaurants in our coverage area here. One's in Atmore, one's in Wetumpka, and it's called Fire. Now, they're located inside the Wind Creek casinos, but you do not have to go into a casino to go into the restaurant. Each one is situated where you can walk right in, go to the restaurant, and if you've ever been to a big Ruth Chris Steakhouse, that's kind of the level of food and service you're going to get at Fire. And today we have with us, and very luckily to have with us, the chef from the Wetumpka Fire, Alex Hoefer. And buddy, glad to have you with us today.
Glad to be here.
We're going to have you for the next couple of weeks, and today we're going to talk about what, an entree?
Yeah, right now we're going to do a new dish coming on our menu. It is a cast iron blackened grouper with a fried grit cake and some crawfish gravy.
Ooh. Well, let's go.
Oh my.
So we try to use all fresh Alabama Gulf seafood. It's good stuff. There's no reason. We have some of the best seafood in the world.
Amen.
So there's no reason to not utilize it. It is.
And what seasoning are you putting on there now?
This is actually, you know, I like to make a lot of my own seasonings and stuff, but I have no problem when somebody does it better than me. I just use their stuff.
Right.
This is Paul Perdome's Blackened Redfish Magic. You can get it at the grocery store. It's good stuff. What you want to do kind of before you put your fish in a pan, go ahead and get your pan hot. You want your oil to be shimmering. In the restaurant, we use a cast iron. Here, we're going to use a little nonstick. It's a little more conducive to the flat top we have.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you want to take a paper towel and get any excess moisture off the fish. Fairly liberal amount of seasoning. I don't put salt or anything in here. There's plenty of flavor in the blackened seasoning. Very carefully lay it into your pan and just sort of let that ride. It'll get a little smoky. So, you know, if you have to open a window or something.
That's why it's called blackened.
Oh, yeah. And we'll just sort of let that ride for a minute. We'll talk a little bit about the grits here.
Okay.
So what we've got is Oakview Farms grits, and that's in Wetumpka.
Right in Elmore County.
Great stuff. And what we do is chicken stock, a little bit of butter, heavy cream, and then a lot of really sharp New York cheddar. So it's nice cheese grits, got a nice sharp bite to it.
What do you coat that in?
So what we do is we cook them. You want to cook them a little thick. You can pour them in, like if you're doing this at home, you can put it into like a cake pan or anything like that. Be sure to spray it so that it'll release from the bottom. You want to pour the grits into the pan, put a little parchment paper over top, and weight it with another pan. Let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. And then come back with a cookie cutter or whatever you got, make a nice little round out of it. And then you do just a standard breading process. So a little bit of flour to dredge it in, some buttermilk, and then panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then we have a little tabletop fryer over here that we did this guy in. Let it fry until it's golden brown, and yeah, enjoy it. I mean, you don't even have to do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's good on its own. Yeah,
Nice
fried cheese grits. You know, it's
Can't beat that.
kind of hard to beat. And then over here we have a little crawfish gravy.
Okay.
And it's actually it's crawfish tails and shrimp shells, some white wine, carrot, onion, celery. Basically make a stock out of it. Reduce it, strain it off, and then like a light roux, probably 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. Let it cook. Add the stock to it. Thicken it. It's traditionally called a velouté. So stock thickened with roux. And see, I think our fish is ready to turn here.
Oh, I wish you could smell it. And while you're turning the fish, let me remind you that you also have Itabina in Montgomery at Wind Creek, and like Jack said, you can. That's a wonderful restaurant. You can go there without going into the casino as well. So I want to make that clear that if you're not going into a casino, don't hesitate to go to this wonderful restaurant.
And go ahead and get that summer beach body ready. We're going to put a little butter in there. Right?
Yep.
Don't be afraid.
Can't live without butter.
So we let it sear on the bottom a little bit, and I like to finish it with a little butter.
Oh, the flavor.
Once you flip it, shouldn't take too long. It's really about 2.5, 3 minutes on each side. This is a pretty thin piece of grouper.
Okay.
Sort of check it before you go digging into it. But you want it just cooked. And so we're going to turn the heat down.
Okay.
And just sort of let it finish with the residual heat.
Smells so good.
Got the crawfish right here. Go ahead and put. We're going to put some extra crawfish tails into the gravy.
Oh, B.
That way it's
Wow. This is,
nice and meaty.
what a meal.
So whenever you're cooking sauces with roux, biscuit gravy, whatever you're doing, maybe your grandmother will disagree with you, but they always say you need to cook it for at least 25 minutes to cook the flour flavor out of it.
I don't.
That way, that's how restaurants always have that.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Most people don't. And if you're not using a lot,
Yeah.
you may not have to worry about it. But when you're making big batches, like macaroni and cheese sauce or something like that,
Right.
so we're just gonna take this.
Lay it
Oh,
right
my
on top of
goodness.
the
Right
grid.
on top. Right on top.
Ooh.
And we're gonna take some of that gravy, stir it up. Set that guy over here. Take some of this.
Wow.
You want to get some of those chunks, crawfish tails, right?
Oh, everything in that is good.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
this is nap time right here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're gonna get a nice little spoonful of the craw tails on there. Go ahead and get some extra sauce over the top.
Now, is this on your menu?
It's starting.
It will be
Will
on
this-
our new menu, yes.
Okay.
We'll start that here in a couple weeks.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna take a little bit of sliced scallions.
Oh, I
Right over the
love
top.
those.
Okay, as he finishes that up, just to let our viewers know, it's Fire. Are you guys open 7 days a week?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday, and you can call ahead for reservations. In fact, it's recommended.
Yes.
And some of your menus would be online also, right?
Oh yes. We
Thank-
change our menus every time we change the menu in a restaurant.
Thanth you so much.
Fantastic.
And we'll be right back right after this.